In our life, sometimes we meet up with some incidents that either changes our life or takes our life in a different way which we never thought of. And today we will discuss a story in which we will learn that how a little incident can change the way of thinking of someone. Our today's story is a story of the Bramley's family who never cared for the world but only they cared about their farm. But what they will do when they will get to know that their kittens are sick and they are suffering. Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone is fine and safe. This is your Arindam sir, and today on this occasion of the 5th September, that is Teachers Day, I welcome you all to your YouTube channel Revision Learning. So today we are going to discuss about your chapter number 5, Little Incidents of Life, from your English 1 Enjoy and Learn Term 1 book. Your today's story is written by James Herriot. So let's start our today's story. Our today's story starts with a letter written by the Bramleys to our writer. After reading the letter, our writer felt good. He said that now in this present world of busy and fake people, one couldn't find people like Bramleys. Why he said so? Because the Bramleys used to live in a farm. Means they had a farm, or you can say farmhouse, and they cared for it a lot. Farms or farmhouses are always built on the isolated places and that separates you from the world. We all love to refresh ourselves at some point of our life by traveling to a different place or by traveling to a place far from the people. That's why our writer said nowadays we won't find much farms like this. The farm of Bramleys was in the Yorkshire. Now, Yorkshire is a place in the northern England. So, we can say that this story is from England, or this story is set from the country England. The Bramleys are very unique in nature, and the Bramleys families consist of the 4 people, 3 brothers and almost all middle-aged bachelors and an elder sister. Their farm was named Scarehouse, and there was in fact no road to the farm. But the Bramleys didn't even care or bothered because, as I said earlier, the Bramleys cared a little for the world, and if they remain isolated from the world, they would be very happy. So the world didn't attract them at all. So in this way, days passed. One February night at around 8 o'clock, our writer went to see a horse who was in a severe abdomen pain. Our writer was a veterinary doctor. So as he was near the Scarehouse, he thought of visiting it once, but he found that the gate of the Scarehouse was tied with a series of broken strings. Somehow he opened the gate and reached the farmyard. He found that the main door was closed, so he moved towards the back door. When he looked with difficulty through the kitchen window, he saw the Bramleys were sitting in a row in a bench by lighting a dimly lamp only in the room. They were neither asleep nor they were talking to each other or reading anything or listening to any radio. They seemed very unpleased and unhappy with something. It was looking like as if they had a typical bad evening. A month or 2 later, our writer discovered that the Bramleys were having trouble with their cats. The Bramleys were very fond of the cats. They had a lot of cats in their farm. But our writer was totally unprepared with the news of the death of their cats. As the writer was a veterinary doctor, so he understood after examination that the cats were suffering from enteritis disease. Students, enteritis disease is a type of inflammation of the small intestine caused by either food or drink contaminated with pathogenic microbes. And in those days when the story was written, there was not any treatment or antibiotics available for this particular disease as compared to the present world. So, our writer tried a lot to take care of the cats, and that's why he brought all the cats to his hospital. They were 5 in total. The Bramleys named them as the Topsy kittens as they were small. So one morning, Miss Bramley visited our writer. She was very stricken as she saw the cats dying. She was holding a basket, and when she stared at our writer across the surgery table, she started to shiver. She asked our writer, "Are these kittens going to die? Or is there any chance that they might survive?" Our writer replied, the inflammation was very infectious, and as they are still small cats, or you can say kittens, so it affected them a lot. Students, you can easily understand about the mindset of the Bramleys that time, because we all love to have pets in our home, and some of you also have pets in your home, and if that particular pets someday, some odd day gets ill or gets infected by any disease, then you becomes sad throughout the day, and until and unless it gets cured, you won't be happy, because we consider that pet as our family member. So we can understand that what was going through the Bramley's family. So now just come back to our story. So when our writer told this to Miss Bramley, she looked very helpless. Her face twitched uncontrollably, her eyes brimmed. She broke down in tears. She thought that like other cats, those 5 Topsy kittens were also going to die. The writer was also looking worried and helpless. What he could do for the kittens? He didn't have any antibiotics or any vaccine. But suddenly, he remembered that a few days back, he heard that the laboratory people of Burroughs were working on different vaccines. So sooner he called at the Burroughs, and after going through them, he ordered 5 doses of vaccines for the Topsy kittens, as their newly created vaccine had encouraging results. He then told Miss Bramley not to worry, as he ordered something for the kittens, and this was his last hope. Thereafter, the vaccines arrived promptly in time, and he too injected those to the little creatures. The injection was repeated again a week later, and thus the kittens looked well and fine. They survived, and now their health was also fine. The vaccine worked perfectly. Miss Bramley and the entire Bramley family were happy and smiled with satisfaction when they saw the Topsy kittens fine and well once again. They thanked our writer a lot. Our writer was also pleased as he was able to cure those little creatures. He handed over the cats to the Bramley's family, but he told them that they should give him the outcome of the vaccine report after some day. So in this way, several months passed, and after several months, he received an envelope from the Bramley's family. In the envelope, the entire report was written in a very proper and systematic way, and all the information was given without any frills or unnecessary words. And at the end of that letter, there was a very careful and very beautiful message for our writer. It was written like this: "Dear sir, them kittens now big cats. Yours truly, R. Bramley." Means, dear sir, those kittens are now grown up as big cats. Yours truly, from Mr. Bramley. So the message that we got, or the moral that we got from this story, is that we should always care for others. A little consideration, a little thought, a little care for others makes all the difference. So this is all about your story, Little Incidents of Life. I hope you loved this beautiful story of the Bramley's family and those 5 small kittens. Always take care of your pets and love them a lot. With this, I am winding up today. We'll see you in my next video. But till then, you have to keep studying. And if you like my explanation, please like this video, share it to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe Revision Learning and press the bell icon so that you never miss any of our videos. Thank you.